Hello and welcome to Mailtrap videos, where we explore the world of emails. Today we will show you how to send emails from Apex Salesforce. One way to send emails from Salesforce is through Apex, a strongly typed object-oriented programming language. In this tutorial, we'll cover how to send a single email, send an email in response to a trigger, and send emails through Mailtrap Email Sending API. Open your Salesforce Developer Console and create a new Apex class. We'll call it Send Single Email. Declare Send Single Email method, which belongs to the Send Single Email class. Call the Reserve Single Email Capacity method of the message class to check and reserve if there's enough capacity to send a single email. Remember that Salesforce has email sending limitations to protect resources from abuse. That's why we need to check the capacity. We've covered more details about those limitations in our blog post, so check that one out. Create a new instance of the single email message class. Add an array of strings that will contain the two email addresses. Retrieve the organization-wide email address details with a SQL query. In our example, it's the email address with the display name of Mailtrap Salesforce. Set the ID of the org-wide email address record to the email to indicate that this address will be used as the sender. Above this line, add the to address, subject line, and plain text and HTML email bodies. Finally, call the send email method of the messaging class that takes an array of single email message objects. In this case, it won't be an array, but a single email message. Save the script, open the Debug tab and click Open Execute Anonymous window. Enter the sendSingleEmail.sendSingleEmail method command and click Execute. We can see the success message in the logs, and the email is right there in the inbox. You can also send emails with Mailtrap email sending using Salesforce Apex. This can be done with Email Sending API. This option will provide flexible options for sending emails, faster execution, and access to Mailtrap email sending's features. To connect to the Email Sending API endpoint, we must first configure remote site settings within the Salesforce platform. Go to Setup, then Security, and open Remote Site Settings. Add a remote site by entering the remote site name and API endpoint as a URL. Don't forget to mark the checkbox next to Active. Save it and return to your developer console. We've already created a new Apex class called Mailtrap Email API. Prepare the body of the HTTP request in JSON format. It should contain from and to email addresses, the subject line, and the email body. Create a new instance of the HTTP class, which sends HTTP requests and receives responses. Then create a new instance of the HTTP request class. Configure the endpoint with the Mailtrap email sending API endpoint. Set the method for the HTTP request to POST. Use the setHeader method to set API token and content type headers. Configure the API token header with your Mailtrap API token, which you can create in your Mailtrap account. Use the setBody method to attach the JSON formatted string created earlier as the body of the HTTP request. The last step is to send the request and output the response in Salesforce logs. Once again, use Open Execute Anonymous window to execute the script. Perfect! The email arrived in our inbox. Now let's see how you can send an email in response to a trigger. Create a new Apex trigger and give it a name. For this example, we'll name it Contact Email Trigger. The email will be sent when a new contact is added. In the S object field, select Contact or a relevant option based on your trigger type. Retrieve the organization-wide email address using the SQL query, just as we did in our first code example. Initialize the email list and loop over each new contact added to the database. Then, check if the contact contains an email address and a name. The email will only be sent if these fields are not empty. Create a new instance of the single email message and prepare a list of recipients' email addresses. Add a contact's email address to the list of recipients. Then set the to addresses in the new mail instance and the organization-wide email address ID as the sender's address. Add the subject line and the email body. The body will contain the contact's name and a small message. Set the body type and add this email message to the mail list created earlier. Lastly, send all the email messages that were added to mail list. Save the script to have it ready for the trigger. Alright, let's create a new contact and see if our setup works as expected. Go to Salesforce and in the Contacts menu, click New. Fill in the necessary fields such as the name and email address. Save the contact. Ooh, we should receive an email immediately. Let's check the inbox. Ah, there you go. Our triggered email is right there. Hey, all done. And now you know how to send emails from Apex Salesforce. Before sending your Salesforce emails in production, inspect them with Mailtrap email testing to ensure everything is working as expected. We hope you found this tutorial helpful. Thank you for watching this video brought to you by Mailtrap, an email delivery platform to test, send and control your email infrastructure all in one place. Like and share this video, subscribe to our channel and turn on notifications to see more tutorials like this one. Don't forget to check out our other videos for more useful content on email deliverability. See you in the next one.